How's it going, everyone? Charlie Great here, and today I'm going to be asking the question, is Fractured Space good or bad? Fractured Space was recently made free for the weekend, so I decided to download it and give it a try. And honestly, I think it's a pretty decent game. Now, of course, this game is in its pre-alpha, so naturally we can't necessarily blame it for any bugs it may have, as they're still trying to work it out, but we can talk about the main core mechanics of the game. And the first thing I want to get out is that the time it takes to find a game is just terrible. It might just be me, but while finding a game, it would say match accepted, then leave, and do the same thing for about 5 minutes or more before finally entering a game. But once you do get in one, you can have up to 45 minutes of fun. The main objective of the game mode is to basically capture mines to get resources for your team to upgrade their ships. And then while doing this, you'll advance forward to ultimately wipe out the enemy team's base. And at various points throughout the match, this thing called the Gamma comes online, and the team who takes it over gains an attack bonus. I think it's a pretty cool idea and adds some competitive gameplay to it. This might be going a little bit out of line, but it reminds me of a tiny bit of League of Legends. The space mines resembling the turrets that you have to destroy, or in this case take over, to advance forward to destroy the enemy base, and the Gamma sort of being the dragon to get the bonus. Anyway, enough of that, let's move on. Fractured Space is definitely a fun and skill-based game, and it requires a large amount of teamwork to be successful in. If you stray off alone like I did the first time playing, you'll more than likely get ganged up on by 2 or more enemies and be taken out, thus resulting in a death that takes 20 or more seconds to respawn from. So you should always travel with a pack. If you can't travel with all of them because your team splits up, join the one that has lesser people. But this being said, if you actually can get a good functional team, you should work out who gets what upgrades. Because when your ship levels up, every few levels that you're able to upgrade your damage output, your defense, and your utilities. A good strategy would be to have a few tanky ships distract the enemies, while the players that work more towards their attack sit back and fires on them. If your team just all focuses towards attack, you'll be able to wipe out enemies quick, but you'll also be taken out as well. And if you all work towards defense, you won't do much damage. But moving on, I'll say that both the ships that I've seen seem pretty well balanced. Either one has its own abilities, whether it be one that heals your ship or puts out beacons. And both start off with the primary weapon that shoots lasers on one of the ships and rockets from the other one, as well as the secondary weapon which shoots a type of missile. On top of this, once you get more points from winning games and such, you'll be able to upgrade your ship and get different weapons and upgrades. Furthermore, you're also able to swap out your crew, which allows you to have different little extras such as a plus 5% attack, defense, etc. With all this being said, I think it is a great game with great potential, and if you enjoy team-based games that require skill and love space and ships and explosions, then this might be the game for you. The map is rather large. The Gamma is in the middle of the map. There's also, I think it was Alpha and Bravo quadrants, one on the left, one on the right. If you look at your map, and at the bottom will be your base, at the top will be the enemy base. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay gold.